Hello everyone. Well, December the 6th. My goodness, the time is going. What have we got for December the 6th? I ask myself. I do like have a little feel actually before I open the packet. It's like when you get a present, isn't it? You have a little squish, have a little feel to see if you can work out what it might be. But this is kind of long. Oh my word, look at that. Oh my, it's nothing quite like a Santa hat, is there? Oh, first thing I must do is cut it out. So, it's the right side. Let's see what it looks like cut out. There we go. There we are. I have got a Santa hat somewhere. I'm going to have to dig it out. It's jolly warm. Isn't that sweet? Let's cut another one, because I'm going to be stacking them anyway, I'm sure. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to think what on earth I'm going to do with it. It's rather sweet. What am I going to do with Santa's hats? There's a whole bunch of them. I wonder if they're going to go collecting, singing, or what? Right. Straight away, if you put two together, it just feels more substantial, doesn't it? Let me stick these two together. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Let me think. Stick them together. Let's try this glue today. There we go. As I'm working down this pot, it's getting more difficult to squeeze out. I must check to see if I can. I have to find out if some of these shops that have sold out of it are going to be reordering. Sometimes they put a notice on to say, would you like to be notified? And other times they don't. I just don't know how you go about doing it. Now, I have a vision of cutting an extra layer for the hat, the trim of the hats at the bottom. So I can colour the tops without worrying. I get the two colours I normally use for my red, which is, oh no, I don't normally use strawberry jam. What do I use? Fresh watermelon, that's it. Fresh watermelon with dark cherry. It's all very fruity, isn't it? Now, because I'm going to be doing another layer for the fur of the hats, I don't have to worry about going over the lines. I'm going to be able to cover up any red with the fur, so that's not a problem. I'll cut another one in a minute. Some time ago, I made a Santa hat. I cut out a Santa hat, and I was looking for some stuff called Fun Flock. It's a kind of, I don't know, fluffy sort of thing that you could stick on to make it look like fur. And I couldn't find it. So what I used instead was some cotton wool pads. So I might see if I can just find some of those to make the bobbles and the fur around the hats. That might work, mightn't it? So let's get a nice bit of colour on this. Doesn't seem as if it wants to blend quite as much today. Let's just see. There we go. Oh, then it's not blending as well as it normally does. I don't know why. Okay. Perhaps I should have put the light one on first. Let me cut another one. And I want this, from this one, I want to have the pom-poms and the fur at the bottom. So I'll cut both of those off. Won't cut the pom-poms off just yet because they're going to be difficult to work with. I'll work with them on there and cut them off at the last moment, I think. Right. There's my next one. Let's cut the bottom one off. Let's cut, where does that go? Just there. It doesn't take much to snip off these things because the line is already cut. It's just got a tiny bit waiting for you. So you don't have to, you know, go through as if you're not having to cut along an embossed line. You just snip the two ends that are attached and off it pops. It's brilliant. Okay. There we go. Two at once there. Okay, so there's my row of fur from round the hat. Now, in my drawer here, I think I've got some left over. Oh, yes, I've got, just got 3 left over. Let me just see. I could fit 3 on there, or I might fit 2. Let's do the tops as well. Cut this off. It worked quite well when I tried this before. Not sure if it's going to do so again. Let's just see. Here are the first 3. So let me put some glue on the first 3. That's to there. 1, 2, and 3. Got to cut these off. 1. I'll just save that because of the bobble. 2. Yes, I found this worked quite well with the cotton wool pads, and they it seemed to fluff up a bit afterwards as well, which was rather good. Right, let's stick on the first 3. Let's get them lined up. There we go. Excellent. Then we get another one. I'll do the 3 at the other end. Yeah. Right. That's the surround. Here are the hats. There we go. They're a bit flattened, but I think they do kind of pop up a bit more. Don't need that one. 1, 2, and 3. Need the tops of those for the pom-poms. Let's do this. Probably wondering what on earth is she messing about at. Right. See if I can get this aligned. It does look nice and furry, I have to say. Let's push it up a little bit. Oops. There we are. So that needs to be stuck onto there, like that. Okay. Let's put some glue on this. See, all that messy colouring is a thing of the past. It gets covered up. There we go. Put on our furry trim. There we go. Lovely. Just need to wipe in those little tiny bits of where the glue popped out just a bit too much. Let's just see. Just there. And just there. Okay. I think we're all right now. Now, this is going to be the tricky bit. Let me just see if I've got these in the right order. That's that, that's that, and that's that. This one is that one. That is that one, and that is that one. Okay. Right. Dot. Come on. Dot. Dot. Oh, that's a big one. Dot, 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 and a dot. Okay. Where's my lid? There it is. Hiding. Here's the first one. There we go. The second one. There's a lot of glue on that one. Just leave it alone and it'll behave itself, hopefully. Next one. I don't know what I do without tweezers, I have to say. There we go. Next one. Oops. There we are. Next one. They are jolly hats, aren't they? I'm going to leave this a minute because I feel as if I want to just shape these a little bit. They look a bit flat. Can't do anything for the moment though, because this is all, the glue is all very wet. I have to leave it for a little while. We'll go on to something else and how we're going to put these on a card. Okay, so there's my row of Jolly Santa's hats. They do need a bit of dimension, I have to say. So let's just, I don't want any of that. That can all go out. Now, what am I going to do about how they're going to fit on a card? Let me look in my Gummiapan folder, see what I've got, see if I've got anything for inspiration. Let me put that out of the way just for a minute. Here's my Gummiapan folder. What are we going to think of for this? I'm just looking for inspiration here for a minute. I wanted my Christmassy things there. I don't see anything there that gives me a don't see anything here. Right, I could have something like this perhaps. That's a bit big, isn't it? I wonder if I could reduce that. Oh, the stars, put some stars. I wonder if I could reduce the size of this. I've reduced regular rectangles. Can reduce the size of those with no problem at all. But this one's got, you know, deckled sides. So I'm not sure if I can. There's a bit of scrap. Looks looks a bit dirty. What about this bit? This will do. This is a bit better. Let's just cut a bit of this off. I don't want that length. I want it shorter than that, but I just don't know if I can. I would like it about to there. I wonder if I can shorten it. Let me just see. I'll bring my die cutting machine in a bit so that hopefully you can see. I've got no idea what my phone is seeing at the moment. Let me just cut this part way. Right, let's just, I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest. If I have it about that kind of long, a bit shorter than that. I think that's where the lines are. Whether they'll meet is another question. Let's have a look, see if we can make it meet. It feels like it's. Is that in the? Let's see. I don't know. I just don't know if this is going to work. There's my top plate. Here it is. Let's see. The moment of truth. Not quite. It's slightly on an angle. I wonder if I can do a bit of jiggery pokery to just make it. It kind of goes off, as I say, at an angle. Let me just see. I might try it again, but just let's see this. It's not too bad. That looks a trifle out just there. So if we just, let me see what that looks like on a card front a moment. Let's move that out of the way. Have I got a, I've got one here. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I saw these stars in there. If I cut some stars out as well, let's just see how we go. When it's random like this, the edge, you can kind of get away with it a little bit. Whereas if this was an absolute straight rectangle and it was out, it would look dreadful. But because it's, I'm just going to scrape these off in a different card. That would make nice shaker bits, wouldn't it? Right, let's just cut this other one out. Right. I am trying, where possible, to do all of these things using Gummiapan dies. So that's why I've got my box handy to see. A bit of twinkle, a bit of glitter card underneath or something like that. Have I got any? Some glitter card. Got some from the other day. That might look quite nice, mightn't it? You cut a bit of this off, just slightly smaller so that it doesn't show where the edges of the rectangle go in a bit. Oops. Okay. I think that's quite pretty. So let me just put some glue on the back of this. And then I'll put some foam tape on the back of the glitter and this, so that it's I'd like the glitter to be right next to the star so that it shows out through more. Okay. Right. There we go. Put our glitter on the top. Excellent. Good. Now we'll put some double-sided foam tape around the edge. Oops. Getting in a bit of a pickle. Those scissors are not so pointy as my other ones. They're for sticky as well, but my other ones have got that nice sharp point. Don't want it to show on that little notch. There we go. Right, let's try again. I'm trying to put this over the glitter card and the actual rectangle. I'm not going to manage it this end, but still, never mind. Okay. So that can go on the front of my card, like that. Looks better that way up. I don't know why it should. I just want to try and see if I can give these a little bit of shape. To be careful of the bubbles. I don't want to wreck it completely, but just touch the hats themselves. Not the trim. Let's see what that looks like. It looks better already, doesn't it? There we go. I think that's going to... We could have a Noel on there, perhaps, or something. Let's pop these on to the card base. And then we'll be in business. It took rather longer than I thought, really. I thought this was going to be... Oh, I always think the same thing. I think it's going to be really quick. And then I waffle on, and it takes forever. That's the way I want it. There we go. Now these, I think I'll put on with just little foam squares. Put one on each hat. And then that little bit of shape that I just gave them with my embossing tool should be retained. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did have a tiny ho 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 stamp from Gummiapan actually. There we go. Done. I do hope that you've had a bit of fun with me, and you'll join me again to see what tomorrow brings, to see what's in number 7. As ever, thank you so much for watching.